Grindhouse. No, not that I know of. I don't know. Jeez. Let me see. No. Nope. Not that he's listed anyway. No. No, it's in the Grindhouse framework. It's not a Grindhouse movie. It's kind of in that genre, though. That's what they were trying to say. So Damsel is out there. The King, that's about... Boundaries is another one. That's about the ones that I have seen. So that Grindhouse, yeah, it's in the Grindhouse framework. It is not your typical Grindhouse movie, though. Okay, it's in that genre type thing. Coming out on DVDs. Pacific Rim Uprising. I'm definitely going to see that with Scott Eastwood. John Boyega. Pacific Rim Uprising, of course, from the Pacific Rim games. So that's coming out on DVD. The Death of Stalin. Steve Buscemi, Jeffrey Tambor, Chickablackers is coming out on DVD. That came out on DVD this week. Of course, when three parents stumble upon their daughter's pact to lose her virginity at prom, they launch a covert one-night operation to stop them. Leslie Mann, John Cena, Katherine Newton, Ike Barinholtz, Gideon Adlin. So that came out. Unsane just came out on DVD, and I'm definitely I wanted to see this one, I think. It's a B-movie meister, of course. A young woman is involuntarily committed to a mental institution where she's confronted by her greatest fear. But is it real or isn't it? That's Unsane, and I'm definitely going to see that. Claire Foy, Joshua Leonard, Amy Mullins, Jay Farrow. So that came out on DVD. So that is one I will see. Flower came out. What just came out, Brain on Fire. And The Catcher Was a Spy. Paul Rudd is in this one. The Catcher Was a Spy. Of course, the critics say it loses sight of the most interesting elements of its story, dropping the ball and leaving Paul Rudd stranded. This is about World War II. A Major League catcher is drafted to join a new team, the Office of Strategic Services. That was the precursor for the CIA. No ordinary ball player. The Jewish Ivy League graduate speaks 9 languages and is a regular guest on popular TV quiz show. Berg is an enigma, a closeted gay man with a knack for keeping secrets. The novice spy is quickly trained and sent into the field to stop German scientist Werner Heisenberg before he can build an atomic bomb. Paul Rudd, Mark Strong, Sienna Miller, Jeff Daniels, Guy Pearce, Paul Giamatti. Good cast. That also came out on DVD. So, let's talk about coming up movies next week. Of course, the big one this week, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. So, yay. Actually, Infinity War will be out August 14th. How about that? July 3rd, Ready Player One will be out on DVD. A Quiet Place will be out July 10th. Wow, they're really quick with these anymore. The Conjuring universe coming out. Yeah, I can't wait for The Nun. Unfriended Dark Web is... Yeah. Yeah, I saw that about the Crooked Man, which is also from the Conjuring universe. Yeah, James Wan wants to make a third Conjuring. Ooh, cool. I love those movies. Yeah, The Nun will be out. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. I really can't. The Nun looks wonderful. Let's see. Next week we have Sicario, Day of the Soul. That's yeah, I can't wait for that. That's going to be good, Tori. Absolutely good. The Nun. Oh God, that looks so good. This is about Sicario, Day of the Soldado photos. In Sicario, the series begins a new chapter. In the drug war, there are no rules. And as the cartels have begun trafficking terrorists across the U.S. border, federal agent Josh Brolin calls on the mysterious Halorando, who is played by Benicio del Toro, whose family was murdered. Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin, Jeffrey Donovan, Manuel Garcia Ruffalo. Yeah, creepy, very. I can't wait for that one. So, Sicario will be out next week. That looks interesting. Uncle Drew. I'm not sure about this one. I've seen the trailers and stuff. It looks silly. I'm not sure I'd want to go see this. I don't think I'd want to pay to see this. After draining his life savings to enter team in the Rucker Classic Streetball Tournament, he's dealt a series of unfortunate setbacks, including losing his team to his longtime rival. Desperate to win the tournament and the cash prize, he stumbles upon a man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Drew, NBA All-Star Kyrie Irving, and convince him to return to the court once more. Number one, I'm not a b-ball fan. So Kyrie Irving, Shaquille O'Neal, of course, Reggie Miller, Nate Robinson, Chris Webber. If you like b-ball, that's probably the movie to see. Yeah, I can't wait for The Nun. I really can't. Leave No Trace is also next week. Rotten Tomatoes lists this as 100%. No Trace takes an effectively low-key approach to a potentially sensationalistic story and further benefits from brilliant work by Ben Foster. This is Will and his teenage daughter, Tom, have lived off the grid for years in the forests of Portland, Oregon. When their idyllic life is shattered, both are put into social services. After clashing with their new surroundings, Will and Tom set off on a harrowing journey back to their wild homeland. So that looks interesting. Ben Foster, Thomasin McKenzie, Jeff Kober. So that's going to be coming out. Three Identical Strangers, June 29th. And this is about three strangers are reunited by an astonishing coincidence after being born identical triplets separated at birth. Okay, whatever. I don't know about that one either. I can't wait for some of these nuns. Dark River also comes out. Marvel's Luke Cage started on TV tonight. That looked pretty good, actually. A Dark River is just as bleak as the title would suggest. Solidly conceived characters and a standout performance. Okay. Following the death of her father, Alice, played by Ruth Wilson, returns to her home village for the first time in 15 years to claim her estranged brother, Mark Stanley from Game of Thrones, the family farm she believes is rightfully hers. From acclaimed filmmaker Cleo Bernard, one of the premier new voices in British cinema, Dark River is a powerful psychological drama. Ruth Wilson, Mark Stanley, Sean Bean is in it. So, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I cut out. I wonder why. I don't know. Marvel's Luke Cage started on TV tonight, so that would be interesting. So, yeah, no word on The Nun yet. So, that kind of wraps up the new ones coming out, the DVDs, and, of course, the new movie opening tonight, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I'm sure that'll be number one next week. So, that wraps it up for tonight. Don't go away. Stay tuned for... No, I haven't heard anything on that either. I'll check into that, Tori. Any news on the Dark Tower sequel? He's asking. No, I haven't heard anything yet, but I will check into that for you. So that wraps it up for tonight. Stay tuned. Up next is Chris Stevens and Freaks in the Basement. So don't go away. We kind of went through the upcoming shows coming up. Tomorrow night, join Ideas and the Jam Party all night long. Sunday, join me, DWD, Decades with Denise. We're going to do the boy bands. 15 top boy bands of the 60s, 70s, 80s. Okay? So join me then, and Cover Wars will be that night also. Monday, Planet B.O.B. Join Michelle and myself. We're going to talk about animal attacks, everything from porcupines to kangaroos. So join us Monday night. Sorry, I hit the thing with my finger and it turned it down. Sorry. So stay tuned for Freaks in the Basement, and I'll check on that Dark Tower sequel for you. Okay, and Tori will be there Sunday night with me, hopefully. All right, guys, see you in a few. Have a good night. Thank you, guys. I could spell.
They try